Hey budgeters, welcome to my February budget plan with me. This is my zero-based budget, and I am just going to go ahead and copy over my budget from January and post it into my February tab. So I did on my Mac a Command C for copy and a Command V for paste. And I'm just going to go ahead and quickly change all of my dates, take out all of the values that I've already inputted, fix some cells. Okay, I've gone ahead and removed everything from the columns, and now I just need to budget what we are actually making. So the first thing I did is I kept over $1,500 because we are having a few days off this month, and so instead of the normal $1,200, I bumped that up a little bit. Okay, my husband's first paycheck that he gets on this Friday will be $1,000 because he did miss one day last week for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. His second paycheck will also be $1,000 because he missed one day because I had emergency gallbladder surgery and he needed to stay home because I couldn't lift up our little boys and he needed to help take care of them. And then the third paycheck will be our second week of February's pay. And the second week of February, we are actually going to Disneyland. So that will, he will only make $250 for working on Monday of next week. And, let's see, is that right? Did I do that right? So this first one, Martin Luther King Jr., second one, yep, third one. And then the fourth paycheck will be for his third week of February work, which will be a full $1,250. So we're estimating about $5,000 coming in total for this month. So in my notes here, I just have that Martin Luther King Jr. Day was the first paycheck, which I have that in there. Gallbladder surgery was from the second paycheck. Disneyland is the third paycheck. The fourth week was a full pay. Okay, so it looks like I'm up to date on our income, our projected income. That is kind of what we expect to see. And because I have now been budgeting for a full year, I have notes from what I spent on our energy, our electricity, and gas from last year. And so I'm going to use those values to kind of come with a total. Actually, I need to really quickly put in how much we're going to do for tithing. So tithing is a 10% tithe. And then the first Sunday of the month, we do a fast offering, which is where we fast for 24 hours and we donate a little bit extra to the church for a fast offering for what we would have spent on food. The second, so we did $100 is 10% of $1,000 plus $10 fast offering. The second tithe, we did a 10% tithe, which is $1,000. The third tithe will be $25 because we're tithing on our $250 paycheck. Our fourth tithe should be $125, as we'll be tithing off of that fourth paycheck. So that's an update on the tithing. Our mortgage stays the same. Car insurance stays the same. Health insurance stays the same. Our energy, last year we did $156.49. I'm going to be optimistic and I'm going to round that. I'm just going to say about $150 and hopefully we stay within that. Water and electric was $136.18. So let's go ahead and say $135 and maybe we will stay around that area. And gas was $107.75. I'm going to say $125 for gas is what we're going to be projecting for our regular costs. So go ahead and take those notes off of there at this point. Okay, just making sure everything looks okay. Our cell phones, actually, I need to look over January because Our cell phones are a little bit lower than what it says there. Cell phones we're paying $96.76, so I'm just gonna say $97 for our cell phones. We've kind of been consistent in that area, so I'm gonna estimate a little bit lower for cell phones. Our cable and internet, we no longer have cable, and we now have Netflix. I'm actually not sure what our bill will be, so maybe I'll just keep it that $124.92. And yeah, so that's kind of where our regular costs are looking up at the end of this month. So that gives us $2,797.14 that we're budgeting for our regular costs. I want to have $1,200 remaining at the end of our sinking funds. At the end of our funding our sinking funds, just $1,200 to take over into the next paycheck. And I'm going to go ahead and see how many of our sinking funds. We don't need to fund our emergency fund because we do have our emergency fund is done at this point, so we have met our goal, so we actually don't need to put anything into our emergency fund. And I did not take out these numbers when I was clearing all my fields, so now those are all cleared. Okay, house repairs, I'm just going to go ahead and put the amount that we normally would like to put in each account in the hopes that we can have $1,200 remaining, but we might not. We might be cutting it close because we are going on vacation, and we do have a bit of days off this month. So that gives me $1,597.86 once I fill in all of our regular sinking funds fully. And I do also want to fill in our leisure funds. We might not fill in all of these funds 100%. I think house repairs, let's do $50 in a house repairs account. Medical deductible, I still want to keep that high. Car, I want to keep high. Pet is not receiving too much. Yard care is okay. Electronics, yeah, I still think we should keep that in there. Prescriptions and therapy. Children's need clothing. I don't know. I think I still want to keep all of those in there. Let's play with these numbers a little bit. So I need $1,200 in here. Let's go ahead and fill the funds that I for sure want to fill. I want our anniversary account to have $100, our family vacation account to have $100, our Christmas account to have $100. My Mad Money is $50. My husband's Mad Money is $50. And that gives us about $47 left. House bonds, we don't need that. That's not a need. Birthday and holiday fund, that is actually something that we do need to fund. I've actually been contemplating going lower in our anniversary account. I don't feel like we needed $1,200 in there. I actually think I want to change our anniversary account to $75 a month. And yeah, just cut that down. So if $75 times 12, so there's 12 months in a year, times 75, 50, so that would be $900 that we would have as an anniversary goal, which I think is a good, decent goal. Our family vacation account, I do want to keep that at $100. Christmas, yes. Mad Money, yes, that's important. We're okay without impromptu giving. Okay, let's go up here and see what we can cut any more costs that we can cut. House repairs, I might just do $425, just so that when we add this up, it makes our total an even $600 in that account. Medical deductible, yes, we still need to save for that, especially because I had a huge event happen where I had my gallbladder out. We can probably do less in our car account, $50 in our car account. This is just a savings for just in case we need something. Our yard care account, in February, we won't be doing any yard care account. We don't need to supply to that account. Our electronics account, this is just a nice account to have funding in. We can go a little bit lower in this account just because we're kind of building it up in the case something breaks down. Prescriptions and therapy, $50 is about right. Children's needs, $25. Clothing, $50. Dental, $20. Food storage, $40. Okay, let's see where our numbers are at now. So this gives us $1,348. The number I'm looking for is $1,200 at the bottom here. Eating out gets $100. Okay, let's go ahead and do eating out for $75. And date night for $70. And family reunion, we'll just do $3.61. So we're at an even $1,200 at the bottom. So yes, we're not funding these as much as we normally project for funding our sinking funds. A big reason for that is because this is going to be a lower month for our paycheck. We're not necessarily starting on baby steps 4, 5, and 6 at this point because we're kind of celebrating. We're celebrating finishing baby step 3. We're going to Disneyland, and we're just not ready to start contributing to a retirement at the very minute because this month's paycheck will be a little bit lower. So we're kind of figuring all of this out still, and then we'll go ahead and start our investing. So this is where our budget sits at today. It is a little bit lower than normal, but it's still manageable, and we'll still be able to put money aside and hit our savings goals for the most part. There's a few things where we aren't hitting all the goals 100%, but really we're doing quite a bit additional saving beyond our sinking fund, our emergency sinking fund. So I think we're in a good position right now. And yes, let me know how your budgeting is going, and if you're ready for February, if your budget's ready for February. And yes, have a great day. Bye.